Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm David Knight. It's Tuesday, August 26, 2014, and here are our top stories.
Tonight, the push for national ID cards is on. Then, a white Marine falls victim to a black hate crime. And a Utah rep questions the use of militarized police. That's next on the InfoWars Nightly News.
You can party a while, play with your iPhone, take drugs if you want, be a nihilist, eat, drink, and be merry, or you can decide to be part of the future and try to defeat this.
Well, not a day goes by that we're not being prepared for the executive amnesty of Obama. Today, we see Illinois Democrat Luis Gutierrez, who, if you remember, just recently went before La Raza, the racist group The Race, and said, we are going to stop the deportation of our people. Now he's saying that it's music to his ears that someone would have a source at the White House that say that it's 5 million people that are going to be given amnesty. He said, let me say tomorrow, the next day, and all of this week, we're getting ready. Well, how is he getting ready? He says, so I've been going around meeting with major news organizations, newspaper editorial boards, columnists, and others here in Chicago. In other words, he's meeting with people that are going to shape public opinion. He's meeting with people who are going to propagandize the public and spin this in the way that they want to spin it. He said, together with all these news organizations and editorial boards and columnists, he said, we're going to prepare a model for the nation, because when 5 million people are allowed the opportunity to come out from under the shadows, what are they doing in the shadows, and into the light of day and get legalized. Hey, I thought they were undocumented. I didn't think they were illegals. He's admitting that what they're doing is illegal. Now, they also are saying that they expect Obama to make a move next week after he returns from Estonia and Wales. Now, the Mexican president is visiting America, and he's lecturing us on what we should do with our immigration laws. He was visiting Jerry Brown in California, and this is part of a 2-day trip through California, they say in Politico, to immigrant-friendly California. And of course, Jerry Brown is going out of his way to be friendly to the president and to illegal immigrants. He says it wasn't very long ago, this is Jerry Brown talking, governor of California, that the governor of California was outlawing driver's licenses for people who were undocumented from Mexico. That's not the law anymore, he brags. Wait a minute. Undocumented people were not getting licenses, but now we're going to give people that don't have any documents, that don't have any legal basis for a driver's license issued by the state of California. If they're Mexican citizens, let them get a Mexican driver's license. And Jerry Brown has the audacity to say that that's not the law anymore. Why does he care what the law is? He just looks the other way. Now, he signed a bill last year that it will enable the immigrants to get driver's licenses. And California voters, they note in Politico, voted in 1994 in Proposition 187 that immigrants who are in this country illegally would not get social services, things like health care or education. But of course, that was overthrown by our own courts, because our politicians, our courts, are going to ram through the North American Union and the welfare state, the Cloward and Piven strategy, regardless of what Americans want. Politico points out that Hispanics have now become a force to be reckoned with in California. They now make up the largest of any racial or ethnic group in the state, though their voter registration numbers still lag behind whites. Well, they're going to take care of that. They're going to grant them amnesty, they're going to give them driver's licenses, and they're going to let them vote, because that's what this is really about. It's about selecting the voters that are going to keep them in office and give them carte blanche for a socialist state. Now, this is what the Mexican president said as he lectured us on how we should allow people who are flaunting our laws to stay here. He says there's still states that have not evolved as much as California, that still skimp on recognition, and even worse, on the rights of immigrants, the rights of illegal immigrants. He said those who still believe and bet for the exclusion and the discrimination and the rejection of diversity, I only have one thing to say: the future, and a very near future, will demonstrate your ethical mistakes. So he spends this as exclusion, as discrimination, as a rejection of diversity. No, it's actually standing for the legal process that immigrants have traditionally gone through. It's actually standing for some control over our country, some control over the number of people that are going to be brought in to see if they have the means, as every other country in the world requires, the means of their own support, to support their own family. But as they give driver's licenses to illegal aliens in California, American citizens are going to get national ID cards. This is a story from the Ron Paul forums. It's picked up on Infowars.com today. Propaganda alert. Without a national ID card, you may be banned from boarding airplanes as soon as 2016. Now, this is a case of a woman who is from Massachusetts. She was not allowed to enter a federal building in Washington this month because she only had a Massachusetts driver's license. And they're one of only 9 states that have not signed on to a new federal law called Real ID. And they point out in this article that if nothing changes, those people in those 9 states will even lose the ability to display their licenses in order to board a plane. See, if she had something from the Border Patrol that was a permiso, or if she had identification from the Mexican embassy, that would be fine. She could get on a plane with that. She could probably go into federal buildings with no problem whatsoever. But she only has a driver's license from Massachusetts as an American citizen. That's not good enough. Now, they point out that Massachusetts and other places have refused to enact Real ID because it costs them millions of dollars, and those states are concerned about privacy. That's right. So are we. Now, they say that unless they adopt it, of course, they will soon find themselves banned even from White House tours next year and from commercial airplanes as soon as 2016.
Celebrate the spirit of freedom and liberty upon which our nation was founded at InfoWarsShop.com. Molon Lave is ancient Greek for come and take it. This popular design combines both classic Greek Spartan imagery with modern M16 assault rifles. Now available in women's tees and proudly made in the USA. And now you can protect yourself from corrupt cops with the InfoWars dash cam. It's your car's black box that records all that the driver sees and hears. And introducing the Block It Pocket. It renders your phone undetectable while protecting your private data and your health. Or take back your privacy and protect your personal information by getting your very own Detractor cell phone pouch. So get incredibly high-quality, freedom-based products and help fund the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.